Hey everyone, today I'm gonna give my long-awaited Sonic Frontiers thoughts. So let's begin. Let me quickly summarize the story because I bet everyone already knows about it already. But Sonic, Tails, and Amy the Chaos Emeralds are drawn to the Starfall Island, so they go searching for it. Only to be sucked into a wormhole to a portal, and they get trapped in cyberspace. And Sonic is the fastest thing alive, full of armor, and then goes through green hills and reuse stages to collect vault keys, and then enters Kronos Island, and you can see like already starting off with the opening cutscene that Sonic is not how he was in the nostalgic era. He takes things a bit more seriously. I mean, he cracks a joke once in a while, but I just love how they portray Sonic and the rest of the characters in the game. It's not perfect, but yeah, I love how they portrayed Sonic and his friends in the game and the interaction. My favorite interaction in this game has to be the one between Sonic and Tails, with Tails, hinting to go on his own adventure, which is like, oh, where's that Tails games? Anyway, moving on. But I love the brotherly dynamic between Sonic and Tails, and just the way Tails is written, and he even mentions forces. He also mentions forces when he quote unquote lost it, and remembers when Infinite attacked and it changed him. And he mentions that, and he mentions him not being how he used to be, and not being the brave fox we all know. Even though he was repeating his arc from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, but again, they're getting the characters back to their roots, which I really appreciate this game doing. And overall, I just love the story in this game, and learning about where the Chaos Emeralds came from and more about their origins, as well as the Ancients. I still don't know how to pronounce their names, but Sonic going through his cyber corruption journey, him getting more pain throughout the islands as more you progress and climb the towers, and yeah. And I'm moving on to the Titans, but yeah, the story is amazing and I just love it. I would recommend playing this game, checking it out. I recommend buying this game still. I would still recommend it, but yeah. Overall, the Titans are amazing. Sorry, had to look at my script, but the Titans are amazing. This is the best Super Sonic has been in like any Sonic game, in my opinion, because the music was insanely hard, and just the vocal tracks, and just I'll just let you have a little look. Overall, I'm speechless. I can't even put in the words just how flippin' amazing these Titan boss fights are. Like, all of them, like the spectacle, the camera angle, like all that stuff, and then also I got some Dragon Ball Z vibes, like with Sonic doing the Piccolo burst, and then feeding Wyvern's missiles, and the Trunks treatment tonight. Kishimoto and Takashi Iizuka, I hope I spelled your name right. They must have been watching some anime before working on this game, because some of the moves Sonic pulls off are straight out of an anime. Speaking of moves, now let's talk about the combat in this game. I mean, Sonic has done combat in the past, like Sonic Heroes and Sonic Unleashed, but in this game it just feels so satisfying, some of the moves you can pull off against these guardians or enemies. And just I just love pulling off like these different combat moves in my skill tree and unlocking them as I progress through the game, and it's just I just love. I mean, I always come back to Sonic Frontiers just to use the combat and explore more of the islands, because it's just so fun to explore, and it's just fun overall, just exploring like like the hidden areas of the islands, and pulling off some sick moves, and leveling up Sonic, and just, yeah. And also going fishing with Big the Cat, can't forget about that. If you don't want to do cyberspace, just like what I did in Chaos and Ouranous Island, I used Big the Cat to progress through the game. I'm gonna admit that. Plus, I wanted a break from all the intense battling I was doing around the islands, because I just got so tired by Chaos and Ouranous Island. But I still enjoyed the game. I just got tired of cyberspace. So yeah. But on Ouranous Island, I played 2 cyberspace stages. For the most part, cyberspace isn't that bad. It's just the controls that Sonic's controls in the game. But once you complete the game, once you S rank all cyberspace stages, you can pretty much get what's it called? You can pretty much get the power boost in cyberspace, which makes everything a lot more fun and enjoyable. But as much as I don't let them reuse stages like Green Hill Zone, which we've probably seen for the 100th time, it probably hasn't been that much, but I'm just over exaggerating. But yeah, if they make a sequel to this game, in theory, I hope they make maybe like an Emerald Coast kind of cyberspace. There's so much endless possibilities, Unleash reference, but yeah, there's a lot you can do with cyberspace. You can create more levels from from Sonic's memories that aren't just Green Hill Zone, because Green Hill Zone isn't the only thing Sonic's ever done. But moving on from my little tangent, I just love this game, and just, yeah, it's just Sonic's controls, apart from cyberspace at times, it's really, really fun. And some of the tricks you can pull off, especially in the open world, you can get some very sweet airtime. Like if you trip over a rock, you can basically get sent flying, like what I accidentally pulled off, and it was just awesome. I've been wanting an open world Sonic game, like for a while. We thought we were gonna get that from Sonic 06. I think that was the original concept, but again, they got rust, there was glitches, all that stuff. But yeah, we in Sonic 06, there was supposed to be a day and night cycle, but again, I didn't make it in. But yeah, I'm so glad that in Sonic Frontiers we have a full playground open world where it's kind of like a playground for Sonic, where he can just go wherever he wants, do any kind of challenges, kind of like Zelda Breath of the Wild. I know some people will get mad at me for comparing that, but it's just how open it is, and just you can do all sorts of challenges, and it's just a like, I know it's called open zone or open playground because it's a playground for Sonic to run in and do challenges, so maybe it can be called open world playground zone. I don't know if but that's just my idea. Also, on Rhea Island, the story starts to get a bit rushed near the end. Because it's a story segment, Sonic has to climb the 6 towers, and then each tower he climbs, he gets more corrupted and gets more worse, and starts dying almost. And he gets trapped in cyberspace. His friends have to hold hands, and with the power of friendship, might I add, they somehow, without any explanation, free Sonic, and he goes back to Ouranous Island, which is kind of anticlimactic. Cause I thought it would be like Sonic 06, like the end of the world situation, where they just get the Chaos Emeralds and somehow restore Sonic, or Sonic masters the corruption, like in the Final Horizon. I'm so glad we got that update 3, where they fixed the ending, because the original ending wasn't really the best in my opinion. But yeah, looking forward. I will be reviewing that soon. I don't know when, but right now I'm talking about Base Frontiers. Sage authorizes a plan that Eggman does not agree with to help Sonic find the Chaos Emeralds with Sage. Sonic, Sage, and Eggman team up to find the lost Chaos Emeralds to stop the final Titan and defeat the final threat. Which brings us to Ouranous Island, and for Ouranous Island, it's really fun. I didn't do too much challenges for this one because I just wanted to get the Chaos Emeralds out the way already. And once again, I did a bit of both. I tried a little bit of cyberspace. I hanged out with Big a little bit more, and then went to Stage. Got the Chaos Emerald, did some hacking, and then got all the Chaos Emeralds with Eggman giving me the last one, and then it's time to beat down another Titan, which is supposedly the last one, before we fight the final threat. And the final Titan is... Supreme, and is carrying a rifle. Last time we had a gun in the Sonic game was Shadow the Hedgehog, but anyway, moving on. Just like the other Titans, like Supreme has an awesome soundtrack called "I'm Here," the main theme of SonicFrontiers, and Keilln doing a banger job with the music. And overall, just the build up to "I'm Here" is just amazing. It makes you feel powerful, and it feels like a final fight kind of music. And I also like, I also like the new version of "I'm Here" and the DLC. Both of them go extremely hard, and I just love the music in this game. And the messages in the lyrics are just like overall amazing. Like they were cooking with these music in this game. And Sonic's always cooking when it comes to music, and he never misses. Sometimes, but just overall, Sonic just has some great music. But moving on, Supreme goes into phase 2. He wants to be Seth Efros so bad. So he basically grows some wings, and then we don't see the wings disappear, like when you're fighting him when he's in the air, and it seems a bit out of place and a bit odd. Cause where did his wings go? But moving on, you fight Supreme, you beat the living daylight out of him until it summons his QTE, and then once you've done the QTE, you can basically finish him off and beat him with every single combo you got, and then you get this awkward cutscene of him just moving his head for like a couple seconds, and then once you finish Supreme, Sonic says, "My thoughts exactly." But it actually isn't it, because Sage says to Eggman that she's gonna have to leave him because not even Supersonic, Sonic has been, Supersonic, the one who's been trashing these Titans throughout the entire game, can't defeat this big threat. And Eggman is sad to leave Sage because he feels important to someone, and yeah, and scared that he might lose her. When with Sage going off to control the Titan, and then they both head off into space. Only the best Sonic games go to space. They head to space to fight the true villain that has now revealed itself to be the end. Oh, we'll find a purple rock. Okay, let's go. So how are we gonna fight Igaruga? So after you play the hacky mini game, the harder version of the hacky mini game, you have to do this QTE to try and destroy the end. And also the music for this is just so emotional and so impactful, and I just love the music in this final battle. It was one of the best Sonic music, and it goes extremely hard without any vocal tracks. This is just emotional and such a touching way to end the game. And then Sage pulls a shadow, and she sacrifices herself. Just would it be the first time? But yeah, as Sage meets her demise, she asked Sonic to promise to look after her father. Is now going to be sad that she won't come back to him in this ending, at least. With Sage's sacrifice and the end's defeat, Sonic flies back to his friends, who are now released from cyberspace, and no one reflects about what happened, and Sonic doesn't even mention Sage's sacrifice. And then Eggman is mourning his daughter's death, which he probably knew was coming. And I actually feel bad for Eggman that he lost someone so close to him, and I bet he's cherishing the memories that he spent with her, and is now sad. And then the credits roll, and then we cut back to Sonic and friends getting ready to leave to set off with their own adventures. Like, still hope they make that Tails game out. I hope Tails has his own adventure where he has his own solo game. But yeah, moving on. We also get a mention to Styx the Badger. So is Sonic Olympics, is Sonic Boom confirmed? I have so many questions, because you can't just name drop Styx's name and not show her. And we've also got name drops to other characters in the Sonic series. I will not go over all of them, but there was a lot of name drops, and if your name was mentioned in this game, then you're practically canon. But yeah, moving on. I'm excited to see. This is the first step to a brand new era. Hopefully we get a sequel to this game. Probably, I don't know if we will, but they think, fingers crossed, they take what was good about Sonic Frontiers and improve upon it and make one of the greatest Sonic games ever made. And I'm so glad Ian Flynn did the script for this game. But yeah, this is my thoughts on Sonic Frontiers, and this is why I love Sonic Frontiers. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and keep reaching for new frontiers. See you in the next video.
Trials you face will be grueling, and we will have precious little time.
Sonic Frontiers, the game that's gone through a lot for its development cycle, and then in 2022, Sonic Frontiers came out and was well received. They even got some amazing updates, and I'll give my brief opinions on both these updates. Update 1 was fun, was a good addition to photo mode, and also battle rush and cyberspace challenges. Some extra content to do like after finishing the game, and overall it was just a really fun update. It was awesome going to search for a bang of Sonic themes to play in the open world that would fit with your exploration, and an update 2. Overall, I just love both these updates, and they were so fun and great additions to the game. And now on to update 3. Before starting update 3, the game told you to complete the main campaign before starting this new one that would give you an alternate ending to the original one. For those that felt unsatisfied from the original ending. And then without further ado, you begin the final horizon. The final horizon begins with Sage telling Sonic her new plan to guide Sonic to control the cyber corruption and turn it into a new power, as well as to completing the trials while his friends collect the Chaos Emeralds, which they should have done in the original ending. Sage, why didn't you think of that sooner? But yeah, moving on. His friends are tasked to, as a team effort, to collect the Chaos Emeralds and cleared those objectives, and then we get back to Sonic to climb the towers, which were really fun, and I really enjoyed using Sonic's moveset, as well as the spin dash, which they give you straight away in this update. Still you have to complete it in your original file, but in update 3 they just give it to you. And it's so fun to use, especially in cyberspace. You can do some very sick moves and with the spin dash. And overall, I'm just so glad that they added it, because it made cyberspace so much fun and so much more enjoyable. Also, I forgot to mention, cyberspace is optional, like as well as in the regular campaign. You can either use Big the Cat in the regular campaign or do cyberspace or collect vault keys around the open world. But for Final Horizon, you're looking for a lookout Coco, which if you're lucky, you could just salute a sign, and a treasure box sign, and then it should give you a lookout Coco. So yeah, you don't even need to use cyberspace. Cyberspace is optional. You just need to go around the island, look for a lookout Coco, and play as multiple different characters. So yeah, I'm so glad cyberspace is also optional in the DLC. And now on to the trials. So the first trial I forgot to record. But these trials, depending on what difficulty you're on, I would recommend going on easy, even if you're a Sonic fan. I finished this game after the patch that was made to the DLC. But yeah, overall, for all these trials, I would recommend going on easy. I also won't blame you if you wanna challenge yourself. But yeah, the trials begin with a cutscene between you and the Titan's pilot. First one I believe in being Giganto, second one being Wyvern, third one being Knight. It's time to enter these trials and put your combat to the test. Dragon's Trial, just side looping and just side looping and just use every combo you got. Snake's Trial, just side loop and keep punching for all of them, and then it should work, and then you should clear it straight away. That's just the tactic I use. Now onto Tiger's Trials. So what you want to do is parry, hit, parry, and then it'll be all done. And I actually enjoyed this one, just mastering the parry and the timing, and once I got the hang of it, it was so much fun to pull off. And overall, I've just enjoyed these trials. Now on to Trial 4, the Cranes Trial. So what you want to do is, and you're also given a generous amount of 9 minutes to do this. It was once again really fun, and it really tested my combat and my timing and it felt rewarding trying to find out the best possible strategies to defeat Ninja. I enjoyed doing all the trials so far. Now to enter the final trial, the one that can forge your power and become something greater, to go even further beyond. Dragon Ball references aside, so we head off to go to Master King. Sonic says the most brutalist thing when meeting Master King, that he's just a rock in the chair. But anyway, Master King had set a trial for us to complete where we have to do a boss rush. With 600 rings. I'm playing this after the patch, so before I heard it was 400, but now it's 600. I'm so glad this boss rush allows you to experience this Sonic Frontiers is the highlights of Sonic Frontiers, which are the Titan fights. The Titan fights were the meat of this, or were the meat of this game. They were just amazing as well. I could listen to Undefeatable about, I don't know, let me put a random number, 60 times and would not get bored. No, I'm not capping on that. But that's how amazing these Titan boss fights and the tracks go. It's insanely hard. Now, once you're done beating the crap out of Giganto, next is Wyvern. And this is why I hear the critiques about before the patch is read, because Wyvern, you have to parry him a lot. So I'm glad I played this update after the patch. And these trials were just really fun, and like I said earlier, I really enjoyed reliving my favorite moments from Sonic Frontiers. And overall, it was just such a great time. It was just such a great time, like beating the crap out of the Titans, as well as jamming to the music while beating the crap out of each Titan. And how ironic is that the angriest song in the game is playing as well. And it was kind of true. And it was kind of true in my first playthrough at first, and then before I got good, I had to do this trial twice. Once on easy and once on hard. I tried doing it on hard first because again I'm a Sonic fan, but then I just got super annoyed, so I just switched to easy. My favorite time to beat the living daylight out of was night. I really enjoyed beating the living daylight out of night, and I guess he backed down near the end. And I was the one who found my flame and cleared the trial. After you meet up with Master Roshi and with Master King Coco, once the anger has left your head, and Master King warning you not to go all out, you can now proceed to the final battle. As you enter the final battle, you can see your corrupted friends giving you the last Chaos Emeralds, with Eggman giving you the last one. And yes, Eggman, you are the best. That's the only time I'll give you a compliment. Anyway, with all the Chaos Emerald gathered, it's time to beat down true final boss of this DLC. Let's do this. Aw, he's jealous. Bless his heart. Wait, he doesn't have one. Now it's time to fight the final boss. Supreme! This might not be it, but this can't be it. Now to finish you off. Don't ever want to see your disgraceful face again. After you're done beating the crap out of Supreme like last time, Supreme awakens its final boss inside. And with the end's help, Supreme, unlike last time, looks more gruesome. And the end plugs its cable into Supreme to connect it to the hotspot. I mean to power it up and make it more stronger. They just say the title card gives me chills. Supreme, the end, and the flickering and the effect is just, it gives me the cold chills whenever I rewatch this cutscene after I played the game. It just gives me the chills, and it's such a great final boss. But my critiques are like the camera is a junkyard, trying to get to it, especially with these trees getting in the way. I had issues when playing the game when the trees were in the way, and then I got hit so many times. You can now activate unlocked potential. With Master King's blessing, you can now become an Ascended Hedgehog, aka Super Sonic 2, which can lead you to go even further beyond. Now with Sonic's unlocked Ascended potential, you can now beat the crap out of this final boss. But isn't that easy, because there's phases that you're now stuck in perfect parry purgatory that these trials were preparing you for. And I kept on parrying because I thought that was the only way. I thought that was the key to beating Supreme in the end. Also, you gotta try and get through phase 1, which is trying to take off the cable. And the game only tells you to do something beside the attack in the end. Future Fly High here, they actually give you a guide to the feats in the end, so just ignore that part. Back to the video. But I figured it out in the end, no pun intended. You have the quick side loop, the gun, all the homies team up to hold off the end while Sonic does his thing. Which is, beat the crap out of the end, but do it with style. I just love his body language. I'm really happy that Sonic is now embracing his shonen aspect, and I just love it. I just love every pose he breaks, and just as well as the snap and the looking over the shoulder, and just all the moves that he pulled off in this final battle, which is amazing. And I'm so happy. I hope future Sonic games embrace the shonen aspect of Sonic. Speaking of shonen, when you get hit enough times, you trigger the Goku Spirit Bomb. I mean the End Spirit Bomb. And the Spirit Bomb, the End Spirit Bomb is so powerful, it knocks Sonic out of Super Saiyan, I mean Super Sonic 2. When I saw this cutscene, I thought I was dead. I thought all hope was lost until Sonic grinned at me. Only to get right back powered up, and then the music kicks in. And when the music kicks in, it felt awesome. I'll let you hear. Then after that raw cutscene, you finish off and beat the crap out of the end. And your remaining rings, however many rings you had at the start, goes back to 100 like all the time, no matter how many rings you had. And then you finish off the end, and then one more can't hurt, right? After giving the finishing blow to Supreme the end, Eggman tells Sonic to get inside the gun, and Sonic goes all out doing something that Master King warned him not to do, because otherwise he'll lose his power completely. And this scene is so awesome. With Feat.Quinn getting ready to pipe up in the background to finish off to sing off this banger song, and this song is just so amazing and so epic and so hype, and gives me the chills in it every time I watch it, and it's just so flippin' amazing. But yeah, as Sonic unleashes his corruption, and we also get a sick new form called I'm gonna call it Cyber Sonic. He's out of control, and Eggman gets ready to aim the final blow. After that epic final battle, injured Super Sonic arrives back. The gang reunite, and just like the original ending, they all go off on their own adventures, and Eggman can finally have a happy ending with Sage, and SonicFrontiers ends like that. And overall, this finale was so amazing, just awesome. Everything I wanted in this finale, like a more harder Supreme boss fight, as well as the end comes down to earth, was awesome. And also, I'm so glad that we got to play as Tails, Amy, and Knuckles. Like I think since Sonic 06, the last time we got to play as them. But yeah, they felt so good to control. Apart from Tails' delay flying animation, it felt amazing controlling these characters. And I hope we get to play more playable characters in future Sonic games, because it's amazing. And I really enjoyed seeing the tornado back from Sonic Adventure 2. And Knuckles is gliding. Because I played this after the patch. I don't know how it played when the patch came out, but Knuckles feels just as good as he did in Sonic Adventure 2. He just feels so good at controlling, he's gliding, and it's just overall amazing. And I enjoyed using all the characters' skill tree. It was just amazing. Also wailing on these Guardians, and yeah. What did you think of the Final Horizon? Let me know in the comments. If you like Sonic and if you enjoyed, then check out my other videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.